Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. And you may be thinking, but it's February. Yes, it is February, and I refuse to start my new year until February. I don't like to do anything in January other than try to recover from December. So here we are. Happy New Year. I just want to talk to you a minute about some goals that I have. I have some new releases coming out this year, and I'm really excited about it. The first one is the Crimson Collection, which is what we're going to do today. I thought I'd bring you along with me while I make everything for that. I do have a new soap series coming out. I'm pretty excited about that, so stay tuned for more details. I have come up with a little more consistent upload schedule. I had a few things happen towards the end of last year that there was just no way I could make videos and put up, but that's something I really want to do. And my goal is to try to have a video up every other Friday, and then maybe sprinkle in some extras throughout. And we're going to have some contests this year and some prizes. So it's going to be fun, and I want you all to join me on it. I tried to take a different approach to how I was going to develop my plan for 2023. And I got this appointment book. This is the same one, the same style I've been using for 3 or 4 years now. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need. But what I did, I took in the front here, it has the entire year laid out. And this is what I use to plan out my year, my promotions and holidays and collections and things like that. I started with that. And then I would break it down by month. And then I could break it down even further by day and week. And that's how I actually came up with my content calendar this year. I don't know about you, but I've always had a really hard time coming up with a content calendar. I don't know why, it's just been a struggle. But I actually came up with one, and if anybody is interested in the process and what I did, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share with you what I did that actually worked this year. I even used a spreadsheet and everything, y'all. It's pretty cool. Now, the Crimson Collection, it is releasing Saturday, February the 4th. I've got 2 fragrances with it. Spellbound, which is a love spell type fragrance, and Cupid's Crush, which is a really nice, sweet, dark cherry fragrance. It's wonderful, wonderful. And in those 2 fragrances, I'm going to have sugar scrub, body butter, and wax melts. And I have a display set up at my local bank. And I thought I've discovered that I love to crochet. So I thought I would add these at the bank with my Crimson Collection display. Look, we have the little gnomes. And see? I thought they came out cute. So I'm going to set them up there too and just see if that would draw in some attention. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring you guys along and see what we can do here. There's a little bit of everything in this video. We have the creation of the body butters and the creating the labels. The only thing that I don't have is actually making the sugar scrub. I thought I videoed it, but it's gone. I don't know. But if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments. If there's any content you'd like to see, any topics you'd like me to cover, I'd be more than happy to do that. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, and we're gonna see what kind of damage we can do this year, and I'm really excited.
All right, so let's get started. We're going to start off with everything sterilized and ready to go. And when I was doing this collection, I wanted to be as efficient with my time as possible. So I kind of have stages that I do everything in. I thought that I had recorded making the sugar scrub. I couldn't find it. I don't know what happened to it. But I did get some cool piping footage, which, if you're anything like me, you like to watch that. I don't know what it is about that. It's just, if I see a video with somebody piping something, I have to stop and watch it. I'm weird that way. But it's like the wax melts. Wax melts have to cure for a while before you can package them and sell them. So I make my wax melts first, and then the next thing I like to do would be the body butter, because you have to let it cool. And while it's cooling, I can go in and make the sugar scrub. So there is a method to my madness, a little. But I'll just having two uh, fragrances. It actually made it a lot easier. I have an event coming up, actually a couple of them that I'm trying to get ready for. And I can't decide if I want to have like 50 blue million fragrances or if I want to kind of condense that down to maybe 4 or 5. It would be easier to make everything if I only had 4 or 5 fragrances. But I cannot make up my mind on which fragrances to include. I know on my website right now I have Butt Naked, Blueberry Cobbler, Birthday Cake, and Honeysuckle are available as of right now. Those are my favorites and some of my best-selling fragrances, but I can't decide if I should try taking just those when I set up at an event, or if I should make more of a variety. What do you guys think? When you get ready to go set up somewhere, how do you know how many different fragrances to share? I guess. Let me know, because I'm kind of struggling with that one. But the body butter, it's my normal, recipe that I use. And I also wanted to try to take some of my product pictures while I was making this, and it worked out really well. Now, what you're seeing right there in the video, there's way too much light there, but the actual pictures themselves, I thought they turned out pretty good. So, and anytime I can multitask or kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I'm going to. But I've included some of those pictures throughout the video so you can see. Like that one, I think that one right there turned out really nice. I thought it was pretty cool. But now back to the body butter. It's just the recipe that I use every time, and I've already got a video on how I do that, which I can link that if you want. I've got it down to where it's not difficult to make. Actually, it's never really been difficult to make. There's just a couple of things you got to watch for. Like when you're heating up your oils and your butters, you just don't want them to get over, I think it's over 170 degrees. If you go higher than that with shea butter, it's going to get grainy and nasty. And then whatever temperature you do have your oils and your butters, you just want your water to be within 10 degrees of that. So 10 degrees above or 10 degrees below, just within 10 degrees. And you have to have a stick blender. I've never tried it without one, and I wouldn't want to. So please get you a stick blender. But you're going to mix it up. I go back and forth between just pulsing it and then just kind of mixing with it for 3 minutes. You have to make sure you do that. And let's see, after I do that, then I go ahead and add the arrowroot powder. And then I have to wait until it gets to a certain temperature before I can put the preservative in. And I'll mix the preservative with my fragrance and just mix it all in together. And I started out, I would add mica to the body butter because I like the different colors. I thought it was pretty. But it was kind of more trouble than it was worth. I know a couple of times I tried it and I couldn't get it to blend very well in the body butter. And another time I did it and I got too much in there, and I looked like a Smurf when I was done trying it because I had too much blue. So I thought, well, let's make it simple. I'm all about simple this year. And I got rid of the mica for the body butter. I don't think I need it for that. I'll still put it in the sugar scrub just because it's fun. But yeah, I want to try to simplify things this year. It's like in the intro to this video, I don't know if you noticed behind me the hot mess I got going on my my shelves. back there, I'm trying to use 3 shelves to hold all of my shipping supplies and my finished products and things that I use to set up at shows. I mean, I'm using those 3 shelves for all that, and it's a jumbled up mess. So the next video I'm going to do actually is going to be creating a shipping station. And I have an idea in mind. I have this hutch in my kitchen that it's a disaster, I'll tell you right now. But I thought, well, how fun would that be if we did that together? If we got in there, cleared all the junk and the crap out of it, because trust me when I tell you, it's full of junk and crap, and then organize it and have all of my shipping stuff right there in one place. And that would free up so much room in here, and it would make it so much easier when I try to fulfill my orders. Right now, it's kind of a nightmare just because I'm so unorganized, and I don't like that. I don't like being that way. So I'm going to try to fix that. And I thought it would make a neat video, you know. And then I had mentioned that I have some new collections and series and releases coming. I've got some new series coming out. Oh my goodness. What I'm going to do, it's a new soap series. And I'm going to have some more information coming out in the next few weeks, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. It's going to be the Who Am I soap series. You know, I love music. My favorite, I'm really partial to rock and roll. I just always have been and always will be probably. So I'm going to try, I'm thinking once every 3 months or so, I'm going to make a soap that's inspired by one of my favorite bands or a favorite song or a favorite album. And I want to see if you guys can guess which one it is. I thought that would be something kind of fun we could do. We could look forward to it, you know, like quarterly. And I don't know, I feel like that would be fun. So we're going to try to do that. And I'm kind of curious, what kind of a community do you all want to build? Um, I know I'm part of a couple of Facebook groups, which I love them. One of them is, oh, what's it called? Bath Fizz and Foam. You know what? I'll link that one. But there's a lot of really talented people in that group, and they're nice and they're supportive and they're helpful. Um, I would love to have something like that for us. I just, you know, I'm small, and I would like to, to kind of gear towards first starting out with your business, different things you can do to save money, to save time, because we're learning. There's some stuff I want to try to make this year that I've never made before. One of them being shower steamers. I'm really excited about that. And I thought about trying to make shower steamers and get it down and then record doing it. But where's the fun in that? Come on. I think I should film the very first try and we'll see what happens, warts and all. But I want to have fun, I want to have fun, and I want us to learn from each other, and I want us to support each other. I want to, trust me when I tell you, I want to succeed, and I want all of you to succeed too. Wow, I didn't realize I could run my mouth so long nonstop. Oh my gosh. But anyway, as far as what kind of community, I didn't know. I love YouTube, and I love the communities that can be built on YouTube. I think that's something special. I would love to have a nice community on YouTube. But I also know that YouTube, not everybody stays on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? I was making wax melts, and Shane took paper right across there. Imagine my surprise when I was editing. I thought it was hilarious. And I made a short out of it, I think. That's what it is, a short. It's Piper Steals the Show. Oh, man. She's my little baby. I love her. She's about 5 years old now. But if you guys, if you want to try to get something going on Facebook or, anything else, we could maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Just let me know. Oh gosh, the labels. I love to design things, but at the same time, I get on my nerves. I get on my own nerves. I can't make up my mind. I can't decide if something looks good or not. And I went ahead and left all of this in the video just so you could see. And I sped it up a lot. Sometimes you have to try 3 or 4, 5 or 6 times to get something the way that you want it to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Trial and error is a really good thing. And as you can see there, I went through a lot. I do the majority of my designing in Canva. I love Canva. And then I take that and I put it into Maestro. Uh, hmm. Oh, it's the design software with online labels. You get the code to unlock it if you order labels from them. Anyway, I use that and I love it. I think it's wonderful. But I do my designing in Canva and then put that over into that program. And usually it turns out great. I don't know. I had a little bit of trouble deciding what I wanted here. Now, Cupid's Crush, I actually had Cupid's Crush last year. I made a soap out of it and some wax melts. So I already had the actual name of the fragrance designed. That wasn't too bad. And Spellbound, I didn't think it needed much. If I was going to put it on a background, then just the word Spellbound was fine. But I think it turned out nice. I wanted everything, I didn't want it to be exactly the same, but I kind of wanted it to complement each other. And I think I hit that pretty good. And like with the little gnomes that I'm going to set out, I tried to do their hats, to match the Spellbound color. And then also, I've got the purple and the lavender because that's about what color the Spellbound Sugar Scrub came out. And I'd like to make a couple more, but I don't know if I'll get that done or not. I love to crochet. It's a lot of fun, but it's very time consuming. Oh, it's always interesting for me to try to use a heat gun on those. I usually burn my fingers pretty good. But it worked so good. Usually I have a horrible time trying to take pictures, but this time it turned out better than I thought. And you see that foil pan? I bought those at Dollar General like 2 or 3 years ago, and I line them with aluminum foil, and that's what I put my wax melts in to let them cure. I wasn't sure how exactly to cure wax melts, and nobody really gave any specifics on it. So I trial and error, baby. That's what I did. I found that if I put them in those trays and then cover them loosely, I can write what they are and the date and then put them up on a shelf somewhere and let them just sit and do their thing until they're ready to package. And where I'm hand pouring into molds, each little wax melt comes out weighing different, bigger or smaller. So I use the scale and I get as close as humanly possible to 1.75 ounces. I won't go under that. But I found that to be the best way to do it because 1.75 ounces, that could be 5 really large wax melts or 15 really small ones. And the only way that you could do that would be through weighing them out. You couldn't do it by piece. I had somebody ask me, I think it was online, ask how many pieces you get. And I was like, I don't know. It's 1.75 ounces, at least 5 or 6 pieces. But after that, I started trying to make them a little bit smaller so I could put more pieces in each bag. Okay, well, I have yacked enough and we've come to the end. Don't forget, Crimson Collection releases Saturday, February the 4th. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time.